thank you for sitting through and watching the ads. I do appreciate it. But now that we have some people in, let's give another like 10 minutes. I have a really quick sort of like survey that I want all of you to do with me. It's a very important survey. Oh shit, let me reset this. It's the love Pawsona. So, per Valentine's Day tradition, I think you need to take a love survey if you're single, right? I'm not single, but my wife isn't here, so I'm gonna do the love survey with you in solidarity. I knew about this for like a week now. So back when I planned this whole segment, I knew about it for like a week, and then my friends started doing it, and then I was like, oh shit, I really want to I want to post my results, but I can't until the day of the stream because I need to wait until it's finally time for me to post the results. Because if I do it ahead of time, then I know what it is, and it loses its sort of like luster for a stream. I'm kind of curious to see what everyone's love persona is. So again, it's in the pinned message. We can do this together. It's inspired by MBTI, so it's probably going to be awful. But I also really enjoy doing these. Every single one that we've done so far has been interesting in the sense of they always have some interesting questions to ask you, and somehow they know what it means and how they narrow it down to what your personality is. I always like doing it just to see what the results could be. Why there's so many stars? That's a really nice effect. That's a really nice. Oh god. Oh, you fill my screen. You fill the DOM with the hearts. Yes. You know, at some point in the future, we're going to look at the way that we manipulate the DOM for animations and go, this didn't make any sense. Like a tree structure, and then we just see that, and we have to manipulate it for animations. We'll probably get to a point where that never happens yet. It's Valentine's Day. As you drift in thought, your phone suddenly flickers to life. An app pulses softly on the screen. What? An app? New notification. Open it. Hey, happy Valentine's Day. You got the wrong number. Thanks, but who are you? Don't reply. It could be a scam. You should never ever reply to a fake shady email, right? I know so many people who will respond back. I have a million texts actually that tend to go hey, did you pick up your package? And I never respond, but one time I did. It was a weird full conversation with what felt like a very rudimentary AI. Oh, don't ignore me. You're the one who summoned me. Don't you want to play this quiz on Valentine's Day? LOL. I don't know who you're talking about. What you're talking about. I don't know. I'm your personal Cupid. Your love life is my job. Oh, chat, we have a personal Cupid. Oh, really? Clearly, you need to work harder. Ouch, I'm trying my best here. Anyways, I'm here to ask you 12 questions. Cupid's duty, we do this once a year. Sounds fun. I'm down. Hopefully, this improves your Cupid performance. Jesus, my text personality is awful. Let's start with the basics. What is love to me? Wow. A safe space to be yourselves and to simply be together. An adventure filled with fun and unforgettable memories. A commitment, being there for each other no matter what. A beautiful friendship built on trust and understanding. Insert that person's name, a very solid answer. A complex neurobiological process involving hormones and brain tip. If you choose this option, well, not to say you won't find love, but your love is going to be a very particular type of person who I think is going to match your vibe, right? I actually know a couple that's like this, and they would both choose this answer, and they're both made for each other, if that makes sense. It's really, I mean, a safe space to be yourselves and simply be together. An adventure filled with fun and unforgettable memories. A commitment, being there for each other no matter what. A beautiful friendship built on trust and understanding. Maybe this survey isn't good for any of you to do, because how many of you have actually felt true love, right? Do you know the answer? I actually don't. But it's a very subjective answer. Really, for me, love is, it feels like it's a lot of these. I feel like it's a safe space. It's a commitment. You have to have a friendship too. If you're not friends with your lover, I feel like it's not really going to be a good time. Like if you can't talk to your lover like they're your friend, and you guys can't have a conversation, it feels very stale, right? But it also should be an adventure in a way, because if you're going through life as a journey together, then ideally you would be able to find that type of love with each other. You felt true love with Mint. By the way, you have to choose your oh yeah, you should choose your own emote actually. All of you get to have your own emote for your name. So Mint chose the cat. Go to 7TV. Find an emote that you want to have as your name. Herb has one. Mint has one. Or someone else can choose for you. The mod has one. I have one. I'm the skeleton smoking like a fat blunt. I'm gonna go with insert person's name to keep it simple here. How romantic. So, who do you usually have a crush on? One, coworker / classmate. That's weird. This is an uncomfortable answer. Okay. If you're my coworker or you're my classmate and you have a crush on me, fuck off. It's very, cause like I'm just there to do work, man. I wake up, I go into the office, I program a couple things, I go home. I don't want to be stopped by somebody who's like, I'm in love with you. I don't care. I'm just here to make the best code that I've ever made in my entire 20 minutes. All right? Hard to say. It's often love at first sight. When you want to put your results, put it inside the small intestine. Hello, Maud. Everyone say happy birthday to the Maud. It's actually her. So somehow her birthday is right on the Valentine's Day. And she's a capybara. You're a capybara? Okay, at the end, I can see the results after. Post your results inside the small intestine, and then we'll all compare. We'll compare animals. But yeah, happy birthday, Maud. Did you calculate your 9 months before your birthday to see when you were born, like conceived? But yeah, don't ever. If you have a coworker or a classmate, it's fine to have a crush on them, I think, but it just feels uncomfortable because then how do you deal with it, right? Hard to say. It's often love at first sight. This is a myth. Love at first sight doesn't exist. How can you love that which you don't know? Someone I've been close to for a while, like a best friend, I never really had a crush on anyone all the time. Just know when it feels right. I'm usually the type of person to fall for somebody that I'm really close to, because this has bitten me in the past, and I've learned to be better about it to the point where I no longer feel emotion. But this is basically how my wife and I started. What if you have a crush right now? What's next? Well, I'm married, so should I tell my wife? Honey, should I tell my wife that I have a crush on you, honey? Tell them. Keep talking to them. Do absolutely nothing. Avoid them. Make subtle moves. Okay, avoiding them is gonna suck because depending on what their relationship is with you, they might think that you hate them. But also, it just seems like a weird thing to do if you want them to like you, right? Making subtle moves is a great recipe for disaster because, sure, you're testing the waters, but also, you know, they're like, people's definition of subtle is too vague, and subtle moves will always end up being, in many ways, worse than just going outright and like telling them, right? Pretending that everything is fine is also kind of hard because they'll probably notice some level of stiffness. Doing nothing is also kind of weird because it's like you never really know, right? Somebody has to make that first move. However, there's something to be said about the context. If you have a crush, let's say, on somebody that you've known for a long time, it can be kind of awkward to like let them know. And so you have to know whether or not it's like a fleeting crush, right? Maybe it's a fleeting crush and it'll disappear. So maybe doing nothing is the answer. But I'm going to say telling them is probably the safest choice. And if you're mature about it, you guys would just not continue on. How did I riz my wife? It's not safe for work. It's not safe for work. No, it's so it was interesting. I messaged her first, actually. So, as you all know, I've known my wife since I was 3, but we lost contact around, I want to say, like, 17, 18, just because, like, we had different sort of trajectories in life, and life was getting busy and stuff, so. And around 21, 22, how old am I? Yeah, like, around 21 and 22, I reached out to her. And I was like, hey, how have you been? It's been a long time, yada, 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 yada. And then we sort of, like, connected and started talking. And it was basically just a way for me to sort of like reach out, rekindle, and sort of like, you know, spend time with her, and even like in many ways make up for like a lot of the lost time and sort of like things that we sort of like because like we both, when we were younger, it's like because when you're younger you don't really recognize the importance of certain things. So like I was kind of an asshole to her when we were really young, like when we were like 8 or like 9. And I always felt bad about it, so I was like, oh, okay, like, I'll just say sorry for it, right? But I didn't want to leave people hurt and never really resolve the issue as I move on in life. So that's how we actually started, was I talked to her about that. And then we just started hanging out more and more and more. It was kind of a natural progression of hanging out. And then, yeah, the rest is history. I'm not going to get too far into it, but the rest is history. She was at my place, we were watching something. And she came back like a second time, and then, you know, things got kind of spicy. And then we just started to hang out more. We went on the first date. I got car sick on our first date. I went really pale. And she was like, "Are you okay?" So we just took a walk around the Air Plaza. So she said that she really enjoyed the walk. So thankfully, I didn't ruin the first date. So somehow she's still with me all this time. I'll just message, call them. Yep, talk about what's the worst that happened. I love the spirit. Being bold might just secure your dates. What kind of dates excite you the most? Ooh. Chill and relax so we can spend time together. Fun and spontaneous, lots of cute moments together. Sweet and intimate, cherishing each other's company. This is interesting. I actually don't like fun and spontaneous all the time. Sometimes I kind of do, but most of the time, I would rather have a date where you can like talk to each other, spend time with each other, connect with each other, right? The problem is, what does that mean for chill and relaxed and sweet and intimate? Because both of these feel like they're the same thing to me, basically, right? Sweet and intimate is probably more of the girly pop one, where it's like, oh, you go to like a cute cafe, have some cake, drink some coffee. Chill and relax seems like you guys stay at home, which I actually think this is the perfect kind of date, is where you stay at home and hang out. But it feels like all three of these are very important. But let's say the one where we can spend time together, but also specifically cherishing each other's company. So maybe this one, sweet and intimate. How romantic. Any idea what that might be? Oh, for this specific type of date. Do I like a fancy fancy dinner with candle lit and wine? Perfect. That sentence ruined me. A bowling game on. No, bowling, no. A library, working/studying together. Hiking trails, be one with nature or together. Or an orchard where you're holding hands and picking apples. Don't pick the last one. This is free labor, okay? This is how apple farms get you. Think about this. How much money do you pay to do an apple picking adventure through someone's orchard, all right? And why do they let you do that versus selling the apples to the stores, right? You pay $25, $30 to go to an apple orchard. You pick maybe 20 apples. Most of them are shit, and you barely eat any of them, all right? You go to a grocery store. You can get those same apples for like $5-10 or something. I don't know. It's not actually that cheap, but still, like, you can get a lot of apples for the same value, right? And actually good apples too, the ones that they sell inside the grocery stores, where you're going to eat them because they taste very, very good. When you go pick your own, it's not the same. Do you know why they let you do it? It's the leftovers. It's the runts of the farm that they have to get rid of, but they can't sell to anyone. So what they want you to do is to go inside and pick those apples for them. Bowling is also very difficult to sort of like date somebody with, because A, everyone's bowling, there's balls dropping all over the place. Everyone's getting their like balls dropped, right? There's a ton of noise, and there's a competition. I don't know if a good date involves competition. Like, if your first date with somebody was a chess match, where you guys were trying to be the next... It's like two Olympic competitors falling in a love after their finals match for the top #1 spot, if that makes sense, right? I don't think that would work for me, at least. Library is interesting, because working and studying together is kind of cool. And I think as you get older, a lot of your time together is going to be as like a passive time, where you sort of like are in the same space, you're working together, you're hanging out, you're playing footsies, right? But I don't know if a library specifically is good, because you can't make out there, and it's awkward to make out in the corner of a library as like a 30-year-old. Hiking trails are also interesting, because mosquitoes can ruin your day. I don't know about you, but I feel like all you need is a single mosquito to ruin your time. Dinner and library are the only two that really work. But fancy dinner is awful, because every fancy place that you go to, it's too quiet for you to feel comfortable talking. But it's also, there's too many people around you for you to feel comfortable getting loud too. So it's like, you don't want to be quiet because you want to spend time with each other, but you can't be too loud because there's still people there. They just happen to be further away from you. You had uni friends that would go to the library and make out. That's a crazy sentence. Again, like, think about that. Nerds! Nerds! Think about that, okay? Just like really think about the mechanics of that. You're in university, you have your dorm or a place to stay, alright? Or maybe you have your own place, right? Why don't they just go back to their place and just like do the full thing? Why go to the library? And you say multiple friends, right? How large is a university library? Realistically, how large is that place gonna be? How many corners can you find? In a square room, there's only 4 corners. So everybody has to find a different aisle. Like oh man. Every single, like, this is how I imagine it. Okay, here we'll do like a, here, you want MS Paint? We'll have, or even better than MS Paint, we bring back the Excalibur. All right, we bring back the Excalibur here. This is what I imagine it to like feel like. Here, so everyone's in the library, right? Oh shit, close this. Here, okay, look, everyone's in this library, right? Oh god. look, there's like, and there's multiple aisles, okay? So let's say the aisles are like here, okay? Let's do these as the aisle, right? Aisle 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, because like every library has a ton of aisles, right? The arrangement is going to be slightly different for each one, but fundamentally, because of the Louis Decimal system, every single library is composed of lines, like lanes. It's a bit like a MOBA. Actually, libraries are just like a MOBA, okay? So you go inside, it's like Dota, okay? Every library is laid out like a Dota lane. Alright? You have people who will go to like top lane or like to the short lane who are like studying comp sci. You have people who are going to study like cooking who are going to the mid lane, right? And then you have like one single sort of like a desk at over here. This is where you check out your books, and this is the exit. So this is the exit door. All right. So you gotta enter, and you exit from the door. Okay. How many people could you possibly fit making out? Let's assume that most people are of an average size. All right. So you got 2 people over here having like making out, and they're on each other. Okay. And like nobody makes out normally. All right. Everyone makes out like this. Nobody makes out in the movies like they do, because in the movies people make out like the side by side. Like, I'm sorry, buddy. Like, listen, somebody is on somebody's lap the entire time, okay? And you've like, how many of these are there? Like, one for each corner, let's say. All right, maybe there's one by the front door. There's one by the front door right here behind the receptionist. All right, maybe the receptionist is like getting in on it too. Okay. That's like 5 corners, man. So every single lane, there's another person. It's just like a MOBA. It's actually just like a MOBA. You have like one person hiding. You have one couple hiding in every single aisle, making out. And then you have to think about this. What is your couples per hour? Okay, how many couples can you fit in per hour into the library? Like how often do they cycle in and out? Right? That's the problem, because let's say couple number 27 wants to come in, okay? So they walk inside, they're like, oh, okay, time for us to make out, honey. They look right. Uh-oh, somebody's already here. So they go all the way to the top instead, and they're like, uh-oh, somebody's already here. So they're like, okay, maybe we can go to a usual corner, our backup corner. Oh, somebody's here. And as they're walking by, they see, oh, aisle 1 is full, aisle 2 is full, aisle 3 is full, you know what I mean? It keeps on going. They go to the final corner, and they're like, there's nowhere for us to make out. So where do you go to make out? Well, sorry, buddy. I guess you're relegated to the middle of the aisle. Or, what if they don't make out in the middle of the aisle? What if they go to the other end of the aisle? Okay, do you think they ever have this like problem where there's too many people instead of one lane? So like this couple has to move over because it's like kind of awkward, and then you have to build like a wall of books in the center to like stop each other? You know why it only needs to be 1 per aisle? Because it's awkward. Do you understand? Do you understand, Mod? Have you ever made out with somebody? Mod, have you ever had a makeout session? It's very awkward. Look, I'm gonna show you why it needs to be 1 per aisle, okay? I'm gonna show you, alright? I'm gonna show you. Wait. Okay, good, here we go. So, this is what happens when it's not 1 per aisle, okay? Imagine all these people are making out. Imagine all 3 of these, all 4 of these people is actually just 4 couples making out, all right? Do you have any idea how weird and like smelly and like weird and stinky this is the sound. This is what it's going to sound like. Chat, this is what it's going to sound like. The real strat is to walk next to the other couple and make it awkward. This is what it's going to sound like. Okay, look. Listen, this is what it's going to sound like. Look. Okay, so to your left, you have this noise. right? And then over here you have this noise, and then you have like somebody like role playing to your right, and then you go over here, and then it's like okay, and then it's like ASMR boyfriend. Here we go, and then here we go, and role play Valentine's Day.
Waiting.
And then behind you hear the boyfriend like talking up to like girlfriend, all right? And then you do one more ASMR kissing. Like this is why you can't have multiple people in the aisle. It just doesn't work. Why do we have to suffer?
Okay,
why do we have to suffer? I'm giving you an example of what happens when you have multiple people in the same aisles making out at the same time. It just doesn't work, okay? You can't have this many people.
I'm not peeking.
You can't have this many people.
Out. Let me see you.
You can't have this many people in one aisle making out. It doesn't work, okay? This is all you hear.
No.
and then wait, and then librarian telling you to be quiet ASMR. Librarian telling you to be quiet. Oh, here we go. ASMR librarian roleplay.
Oh my god, you look beautiful. What?
Is it just this one?
So and then in the background, you also hear this, okay? You hear the librarian checking out people's books.
It was like
When did you
that.
get this?
Okay, let me just
see.
scan this in and
Yeah,
confirm.
the suit, whatever. I mean, it's fine, but like,
Okay.
This is the
what
worst.
is this?
That's the worst. This is why you go to the library with noise canceling headphones. Okay, so now imagine in your mind, okay, that all these people are wearing noise canceling headphones, all right? I want you to think about this, okay? This is what the person who walks into the library is going to hear, okay? These are all the voices that you're going to hear. Look, here, look. Testing. Testing. No, oh, shit, sorry. I need like a muffled sound. Okay, well, I can't do it. But imagine if everyone's muffled, okay? But when you walk into the library as like a normal person, all you're going to hear is just the sound of lips smacking, but no one else hears anything. But you're there to study. Oh, sorry. So you weren't as cool as your friends to go there to like make out. I see. But still, like it doesn't help you. In the corner of your eye, you look over to the sofa. People are making out the entire time. Oh man, that's funny. Anyway, sorry for subjecting you all to that. I say library. I think the library is actually amazing. L, imagine going to the library to study and not to have fun, you know? Stolen glances and quiet moments are magical. Which love language matches yours the most? These will come in handy for your dates. Do I like quality time, physical touch, words of affirmation, acts of service, giving and receiving gifts, teasing or playful banter, okay? All of these are sex. But actually, the biggest thing that I care about is quality time. Because when you get older and you have nothing left, then you're going to hope to God that you have the quality time. Not to say that you shouldn't have the sex now, right? Like, if you can have the sex now, have as much sex as you can. Because while you still can have the sex, it's really fun. But the thing that really matters is that quality time before, during, and after, right? As you lock eyes, as they nut inside you. Quality time. What do you do during these quality times? Do you go on a trip? You just the usual, doing something we both enjoy, or a cozy evening sharing deep conversations? I enjoy these the most. But it's very hard to get into the mood to want to share deep conversations, right? Because somebody's going to be tired, because life is tiring. So you might have to take some time to like rest and stuff. You might not be in the mood to have a deep conversation, and you might want to take your time to like relax and then get into it maybe on day 2 or something. So, but these tend to be fun. Going on a trip is also fun because you get to share experiences. And I don't think going on a trip is exclusive with the cozy evenings. I think you can go on a trip and still have these like deep conversations in the moment too. Really, it's weird that this. One thing I will say, it's weird that the survey sees these as exclusive things when very often it'll be a mix of these all together in the one. Like you'll have a fancy dinner and then you'll have a quiet time at home as like a full date, and you'll have a deep conversation at the fancy dinner, and then when you're going home you'll like go on a trip by playing games together, right? Like there's a lot of different like. Basically, love is very variable, and it's more about what you enjoy and how you mix and match things to like fit both of your needs and wants. But cozy evening. If I had to choose one cozy evening. Is that so? I'm learning a lot about you already. What's the vibes of your go-to outfit for a date? Classy and timeless, stylish and cool, simple and comfortable. Anything in my Crocs, something I rock with confidence. If my confidence was built on a fedora, I don't think I would wear it. But that there's something to be said about being confident and comfortable, right? If you, I think sometimes it does warrant dressing up, especially if you want to spend time with your partner. Like sometimes it's nice to dress up for your partner and like show yourself what they are. And then show yourself as you are to them, and to like no, it's like sometimes you want to show off for your partner, right? But more often than not, I feel like going in sort of comfortable and confident is the best way possible. Classy and timeless is always the opposite. Yeah, I feel like classy and timeless is like very, very not. It doesn't really make sense. Because it's like, yeah, because timeless is like an old, like any outfit that would always work. But classy is always sort of like some modern trend. And even then, like, would you really want to do that for like a date? I don't know if it would feel good. Like stylish and cool is probably the better fit for what what people in general think of like, do you know what? Stylish and cool is what people tend to see within like romance webtoons or like romance manga or like stuff like that, right? Like romance material, you have stylish and the cool as like the male lead, and then the woman lead is like always sexy or like something. Let's go with the confidence. What's one item you would definitely bring to a date? A flower bouquet, my wallet. I feel like. Why is it so not exclusive? I feel like why is it so exclusive? Always bring your wallet. What do you mean you leave your house without your wallet? What if you get into a car accident and you need your health card? Or like what if you want to buy like a drink? What money do you have? What is this? My whole backpack, an umbrella, a camera, a small gift. You don't bring your wallet on dates. This explains a lot, actually. This explains a lot. Oh yeah? Then how come last time your boyfriend said, "Hey, do you have your wallet?" Can't ID me. Uh-oh. A small gift is a bit wild. I feel like it depends on your level of dates. Is it like first date or 10th date, right? First date, a small gift is a little much. A camera feels a bit weird. Like if you have a DSLR around your neck, I think to myself, oh, today's the day that I'm gonna get killed, right? This is like a snuff film. An umbrella, like these three feel practical and very situational. Oh, sorry, these two feel practical and situational. You should always have your wallet, and a flower bouquet is a very, very situational thing too. Like it's, I don't know. I'll just say my wallet. Feels bad. Wise choice. Now, with enough of your hypothetical love scenarios, let's get to know you more. Who am I in a friend group? The taken one? I like the implication of the taken one, because if you're known as a person in a friend group who's always taken, it means that you're the serial dater who's always with someone for the entire lifetime of that friend group, right? Quiet and mysterious one, aka the introvert. The one who plans all the hangouts. I stopped being that, and I actually made another friend be this, because it's easier for me to absolve myself of responsibility. You know what it reminds you? You bought a ring in web fishing that you want to give to the other chatter, but you never got the chance. Damn! Wait, can I see this? Can you guys both load up web fishing right now? And then join my lobby. Join my lobby. Let me just download the game really quickly. Everyone get on web fishing. I'm gonna host a lobby. Let me be there to see you give the ring over to this one chatter, please. Please get on web fishing right now. Mint and Tavadi, it's time for you both to think about the love that you share. Okay, it lost my save. It lost my save. You already gave it to Tavadi? Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to be there anymore then. I only want to be there if I get to see the love happen. Otherwise, there's no point in me loading this like game up. Wow, so cute for Valentine's Day. What's the point of taking the wallet if you don't have any money? You do raise a good point about the money thing, right? But then maybe you should plan like a home date. Okay, real talk. If you're poor and you like, let's say the other person invites you to their house for a date, and they want to cook you a meal. Okay, would you go there? Right? What does that? Because like they might be poor, but they might just want to cook you a meal instead to make up for the fact that they can't take you out. Right? Which I think is also actually a very fair thing to do. I don't think dates have to be expensive. I think you can go on a very cheap date to get to know each other, which is, I think, an important part of the process. But would you go to somebody's house specifically to be with them, in order to like meet them and like have food with them? You disagree. You disagree. All right, Mod, state your piece. Dates have to be expensive. All right, see, I understand now. I feel for your boyfriend. When your boyfriend asks you where is your wallet, they're simply fighting back against the matriarchy. They're fighting back against the matriarchy that you've imposed. This is for all the times that you make them pay for $100 steaks or something. First date can be dumpster diving, so no dumpster diving. Yeah, right? Like, again, dumpster diving does seem like a fun co-op activity, right? One person can be the lookout for any guards. The other person can like jump and dive. You might even bring a third person to be the fall person. I think it's pretty good. No dumpster diving unless they charge $100 entry fee. You know what? Okay, well, I'm pretty sure I know all of your answers. I'm pretty sure I know what a capybara is then. In this whole like survey. Am I the shipper or the matchmaker? I'm not the shipper or the matchmaker. I don't want to deal with people's love of their lives. I never, because like love is such a personal thing that I can't possibly guess who you want. The single but love guru, no. Bold of you to assume I have friends. I'm gonna say the quiet one. I don't really like talking to people. I'm not like, it's contrary to my stream personality. Within larger groups, I just like to be quiet. Actually, probably the same as my stream personality, because whenever we do co-op stuff on the stream, I tend to be the most quiet one. Now, let's say you meet your past self. What love advice would you give them? You never gave. Oh, see, but the other chat, I didn't give you their ring chat. See, okay, can you record it? Can you record it? Send me the raw video, and I'll edit it into like I'll edit your ring giving into a almost like a wedding video. Oh yeah, so just record it for me and send it to me on say Google Drive or something. No dumpster diving unless they charge you $100 fee. You are into luxurious dumpster diving. What would I tell myself back then? Never settle for less. You know what's best for yourself. I hate the implication of this because it's, what does it mean by settling for less? But also, I get what it means. It's like, it means that some people are beneath you, but who is really beneath you, right? But really, I think what this should mean, and maybe settling for less is probably the wrong term, but don't settle for wrong. I think it's, you have a right that's right for you, right? You have somebody that is right for you. And not to say that people can't change into that. And so, and like people won't be 100% right. But there's a wrong when it's like, oh, you prefer somebody who's like very romantic, but the person that you're with isn't very romantic. Or maybe you prefer being with somebody who's like very, very sort of adventurous, but they're not very adventurous, right? You have to make your own judgment as to what's right and wrong for you and what your deal breakers are. But less is probably not the word, because what's less for you might be more for someone else. Put in the effort, strive to make your loved one happy. Make every day feel special, cherish every moment in life. I feel like these two should be the same thing, no? Why would you not want to do either of these? You should always put in effort. You should strive to make your loved one happy. You should put in like active effort, no matter how long you've been with someone, because, like it takes effort to like keep things going. Not to say that if you do nothing, all of a sudden they won't love you, but if you're together, it's like if you put in the effort for work, you can also put in the effort for your loved ones too, right? Like admittedly, only one of those pays off very, very well, and it's not the work. You should also make every day feel special, because if you look at a clock and you only care about the movement of the hands, and you don't really care about the wall that it's on, the room that you're in, and everyone that's around you, that's surrounding you. Make every day feel special. Oh, last question. Oh, thank God. Anything that I'd like to wish for? A lot of chocolate. I do love chocolate, but not too much. Send me some love. For my crush to like me back. For happy Valentine's Day. For a restful weekend. What's that image again of that? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, this is the image that best describes This is why you want a restful weekend after. When she won't stop sucking. There we go. When she won't stop sucking .jpg. Okay, good. When she won't stop sucking .jpg. Where is it? It's at the bottom here somewhere. When she just won't stop sucking. Where is it? Here we go. This is why you want a restful weekend. Because as fun as Valentine's is, honestly, by the time you're done, you're basically drained. There's no more life force in you. She's like sucked you dry, alright? And at that point, it's time for you to go take a break with each other and just hang out. Just spend a good time together. Because again, Valentine's Day, because of how it usually lines up on the weekend, it's almost always, like, it's nice because you get like a 3-day streak of just hanging out together and just finally getting to decompress with each other. So I'm hoping for a restful weekend. That shall be served. What's my plan today, apart from playing this silly quiz, of course? I'm gonna, yeah, I totally have a date today. No plans, I'm just chilling at home. LOL, have fun. I'm ready to see your result, yeah, sure. I'm a sheep. What? I'm sheeple? I'm sheeple. What do you mean I'm sheeple? Wait. What does it mean? Optimistic? Kind of. Delayed reaction? So true. Whenever I have a conversation with someone and they say something, it's very hard for me to react quickly to them, right? Checks out. Smile. Super cuddly. I do like cuddling. Doing chores to unwind? That's wrong. Approachable? That's very wrong. You make my heart do that fluttery thing. Please take responsibility. Can I hug you? No reason, just because. I know I say I love you a lot, but that's because I mean it every single time. I have said this before. Good at listening and giving compliments. Gentle voice. Will snuggle up to you, then pouts when you move on. Accidentally left you on red. Type deleted, blush repeated. That's a very... I like this phrase. Warning, they may not seem as innocent as they may not be as innocent as they seem. Perfect match for his capybaras. Married old couple energy. Oh, what's it? Is it a hedgehog? Low key in love, loud and quiet. Alright, looks like I'm a good fit for... What? If result equals so me, yay, it describes you. Else, if result equal doesn't sound like me, but I love it, it probably describes the type. Else, check this out. Pick and choose. Here we go. Okay, so let's see what the capybara is. Because we have... chat has posted this. So the mod in one other chat is capybara. Actually... And then, wait, what's the other... Wait, chat. Mint. What are you again? Are you a capybara too? How many of you are capybaras? So we have 2 confirmed capybaras. Mint is something. Anyways, when you tell me, oh, you're a hamster. Okay, we'll do hamster first because I have a short term. I'm gonna forget what's yours is, so we'll do yours first. You look like the type of hamster that would be made into food. You know what I mean? Like there's some hamsters that are made into pets, and then other hamsters which are designed to be food. You look like a food hamster. Sweet tooth, can't stay still, adorably awkward, nervous, chuckles, cheesy, and you're ticklish. The cozy companion, sweet, steady, makes you smile without even trying. Wow, just wow. Yeah, mint looks tasty. Looking at you on the first date. Wow. Don't come too close, I might actually explode. Can we please hold hands? Already holding it. I made you cookies. Don't ask how many I ate while baking them. We'll text you 30 updates a day. Even if it's just I dropped my toast. Quite different from everyone but you. Low-key panics, high-key reliable. So true, because honestly, if you've seen the post by this chatter within the Femboy Socks channel, which is the tech channel, it's funny how much they panic and go off on like a tech thing, but they're really reliable at getting things done. Worries about you in a cute way. Did you drink water, eat, or breathe? So with the sheep, you're shy and you're super shy because they're both shy. Cat and mouse romance with a tiger, and whatever that thing is that a red bear or a red panda? Scary, exotic. What's a capybara? The laid-back soulmate, chill, reliable, and always there to bring comfort. Super patient, good sense in romance. We'll see about that. How about this? Everyone who got capybara, post your favorite romantic story. Tell me your favorite romance story. That's how we know if you have good sense or not. Attention to detail. 0 enemies, infinite friends. Very true. Very gentle and laid back. This does track with my mod. Take your time. I'll be here always. Paul's blanket over you. Romance is a lie. Okay, well, maybe you got the wrong answer. You're my favorite part of every day. 4 kisses. If it matters to you, it matters to me. I bring food. Yeah, okay, this definitely feels like the mod. Smells just for you. It's the kind of smell that melts you. Could listen to you for hours or forever. Shows love through small actions. Calm and composed. Lights up when you're around. Childhood sweethearts with the sheep. Calm and content duo with the bird. Opposites attract with the red panda. Oh, there's a bunch of these. Look, you have duck, sheep, orange cat. Actually, you have a bunch. Raccoon, black cat, Doberman, leon, golden retriever. It's a red fox. Wait, is it a red fox or a red panda? Duck, orange cat, chihuahua. I love the chihuahua. Bird, deer. Okay, so the red animal is actually a red fox. Snow leopard, hedgehog. Oh no, it is a red panda. Good, I know my animals. You know what? This was a fun survey. I learned a lot about all of you, and I learned a lot about me, and I learned a lot about what it means to be in love. You know, I learned a lot about what to do after you get fully drained as well. Yeah, this was a fun little survey to do. But enough with the surveys. Now that we know how each of us loves, we're gonna see how each of us dresses up. And by each of us, I mean 2 of us, because we only had 2 submissions this time.